This video was made on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. The Swinburne Adobe Hub pays respect to elders past, present, and emerging, and acknowledges that sovereignty was never ceded. Before we get started, please make sure you're signed in to the Adobe Creative Cloud using your Swinburne ID and have the Adobe XD app installed and open. Download the Assets folder in the description to follow along. Adobe XD is a powerful prototyping tool that makes it easy to create user experiences. From portfolio design to app development to creating presentations, XD is a versatile tool that's still easy to learn and use. This video is part 1 of 2. We're going to cover using shape tools to create a wireframe and installing and using plugins. In this video, we're going to start creating a prototype of a hotel booking app. To create our XD file, let's start with a preset size. This makes it easy to design for exact screen dimensions. Choose the iPhone 13 and 12 Pro Max preset. XD will create the first artboard for you. Don't forget to name your artboards as you go by double-clicking on their names. This will make things much easier later on. Before we jump into creating designs, it can be helpful to think about what features this app might need and create a wireframe. Let's start with a homepage, which should include a search bar, our app's logo, and some welcome text. For now, we're just going to use placeholders to get an idea of the layout, so create a search bar using the rectangle tool. We can round the corners by using the handles inside the box, and resize it if we need to by using the handles on the edge of the box. Use the Select tool to position the search bar in the center of the artboard. A pink guideline will appear when it's perfectly centered. We can add a color fill to the search bar to help it stand out more from the page. Click on the bar, then change the fill to a gray color in the right side menu. Let's also turn off the border. Next, let's add a box that will represent the app's logo. We can hold Shift when creating a box to make a perfect square. Use the eyedropper tool to match the color of the search bar. Now, let's make some icon boxes at the bottom of the screen. Duplicate the logo box by holding Alt or Option and clicking and dragging. Reposition and resize this box. Let's say we want 4 icons at the bottom. We could duplicate this box 4 times and manually position them, but XD has a faster way. Select the first icon box and choose the Repeat Grid option from the right menu. You'll see some handles appear. Drag these out to quickly repeat the shape. You can adjust the spacing by hovering your cursor over a gap until it's highlighted pink, then dragging the gap to resize it. Nice work! It might not look like much just yet, but this is going to be really helpful later on when we start creating finished designs. The last thing we'll do on the home screen for now is create a text box with our app's name and some intro text. First, create a box with the text tool and type the name of your app. You'll see some text options appear in the right menu. Change the font, size, and spacing until you're happy with how it looks. Next, let's add the welcome text. For this, we're going to explore plugins. Plugins are app integrations that you can download which add extra features to XD. Head to the Plugins menu at the bottom left of the screen and click on the plus button to add a new plugin. A pop-up window will appear where you can search for plugins. Let's search for Lorem Ipsum and install it. This plugin lets us quickly add filler text if we don't know exactly what we want to say just yet. Create a new box with the rectangle tool. With the box selected, choose the Quick Lorem Ipsum option in the Plugins menu. You can then edit the text just like we did with the title. Our homepage template is looking great. Let's move on to the search results page. We'll need a new artboard, so select the artboard tool and click on the space next to our first board. On this board, we'll need an options menu, as well as some search results. Pause the video here and use the shape and text tools we explored earlier to create your next page. We'll see you when you're done. In our example, we currently have 4 search results. This is all we can fit on the screen right now, but we probably want our users to be able to search for more than 4 hotels at a time. Let's make this page scrollable so that we can fit more listings on the page. Using the selection tool, double-click on the artboard. You'll see some handles appear. Click on the bottom center handle and drag it downwards. This board now becomes scrollable. Everything below the blue dotted line will need to be scrolled to. Duplicate the listings and position them on the blank area of the board. Looking good. We can test how it will look by pressing the play button in the top right corner. The last thing our wireframe needs is to create an info page that will pop up when a listing is clicked on. Create a new artboard and use what you've learned so far to make something like this. Amazing work! We've covered a lot in this video. In part 2, we'll learn how to turn this wireframe into a finished design and how to set up interactions between these pages, as well as the pop-up we just made. Thanks so much for watching. You're all ready to start making with Adobe XD. Join us for part 2 to keep learning. If you need help, there's plenty of resources at swi.nu/Adobe Hub, or get in touch at adobehub@swin.edu.au. We also have one-on-one sessions available. The booking link is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and comment what you want to learn next.